Alright, well, it's currently the next day after filming the little update. And something big I didn't tell you guys about. Um, I have a new car. Like, I've had it for a while, so I have two cars. This one's actually mine. So I'll show it to you. This is my new car. It's a BMW. It's a 2003 325 Ci, so the two-door, and yeah, 2.5 liter, but it's auto, which isn't the best. But see, the thing is, I got it for an absolute steal. The story behind this car was, in like October, mid-October, my neighbor, he kind of like sees my parents out for a walk, and he's always seen me like tinkering with cars and everything, and because yeah, I'm big into cars, and yeah, his daughter has this BMW that isn't working very well, and she just wants to get rid of it because it's just been too much of a pain. She doesn't want to go through the hassle of selling it, etc. So they're like, would James be interested in buying in a free BMW? And my dad's like, I'm pretty sure he is. I'll just ask him. So yeah, ask me. And then I'm like, okay, I mean, I gotta check this out because it seems too good to be true. So yeah, I go and check it out. Everything seems fine. It had a check engine light. I checked the codes. But yeah, I'll just show you around. So yeah, it's got a couple of dings and whatnot. It's been sitting out in the, oh shit, gotta unlock it. It's been sitting out in the cold for quite some time. And I was using it to store stuff. But I was actually dailying it for a while in October and a bit of November. So yeah, it's the 5-speed auto. I'm just trying to remember what the name for the auto was. Yeah, I think it's the ZF auto, so it was the one made in Germany. There's like two different transmissions, the ZF and the GM made one. So yeah, I got the German-made transmission, and yeah, I'll show you more. Alright, first things first, let's get the hood unlocked here. Word. So yeah, I got a little bit of snow because I removed the macro filter, and yeah, I was just cleaning up the intake, so I took it off. I'm gonna put in new spark plugs in this video. So yeah. So yeah, we got our 2.5 liter engine. I believe it makes, I kind of forgot, but I think it's 186 horsepower and 175 pound-feet of torque. So yeah, I mean, even though it's auto, it pulls pretty hard. I think it's a little bit lighter than my Subaru too. That and the car has near 50-50 weight distribution. It's on the E46 chassis. So yeah, I really like driving this car, but I probably won't keep it very long. Maybe until the spring. I guess I'm kind of going into this more as like in terms of financial stuff. Because yeah, I kind of want to. I don't really want the auto, but I was gonna sell it and kind of fund my post-secondary education as part of it. So yeah, I mean, we'll see how it goes. I don't really need two cars because I'm still in high school. I mean, it's fun to have two cars, but I guess it's just not super practical. And I'll just show you a couple of the defects here. The first one being this piece of window trim here and this rubber molding. It was pretty dry rotted, so I was going to take it off, but I kind of bent it a little bit while taking it off. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to be extra careful. I'm going to get the whole window trim off, and then I'm going to replace the molding and then kind of bend that back and then just put it back to where it goes. And the interior, I was surprised. It's actually really clean. I gave it quite a good detail. They had dogs, and they shed a lot, so the dogs were kind of the main part of doing the interior detail. There's still more, like I'm gonna do leather conditioning and whatnot, but for now, this right here is the biggest issue. So yeah, just the top of the steering wheel. I'm probably gonna get it I'm gonna order a kit online, and I'm just gonna get the steering wheel like re-wrapped. So yeah, I guess we'll see how that goes. Oh yeah, and I got a buddy coming over pretty soon. He just got a new car. He hasn't been on this channel, so yeah, I'm kind of haven't seen him for a while, so I'm excited to see his new car. And he's probably going to be helping me out here. Not that I need really any help, because spark plugs and intake and stuff isn't really that big of a deal. So yeah, another thing is I've been cleaning up plastic parts of the car. So like I'm going to be cleaning the dashboard and doors and everything, and also the engine. And a little tip for you guys, there's this special cleaner called Aerospace 5000, I think. Here, I'm just gonna go look. Okay, so it turns out I was half right. It's actually called Aerospace 303. Basically, like, you put that on, and you kind of, you can be liberal with it. You don't have to like just yeet it on there. But yeah, you can just squirt it on there, and then use like a paper towel or whatever to just wipe it off, and it restores the finish, boys. It's a premium product. So yeah, if you guys are doing projects like this, like just detailing and stuff, for like even stuff outside, like if you have mirrors, like if your mirrors are kind of like on my Subaru, like fuck, these are it's kind of dirty, and it's like that weird gray color. So if you just want to hit that with some Aerospace, it makes a big difference. The big things that were wrong with the car, though, were, I guess I did one of them. The biggest thing was the driver's side control arm, the front control arm. The ball joint in it was destroyed. So like whenever you would go over a bump, you would hear a clunk, and you just feel like it was not very confidence inspiring. And yeah, also whoever worked on the car last was probably some of the worst like mechanic stuff I've ever seen. Like, for example, I'm just gonna give you one example. There's like a bunch of examples that I could give you, but the first one, and probably the only one I'm gonna give you, is just to keep it short. Under the airbox, there was I looked on the code scanner that I have in here, and it was like it said something like low wattage mass airflow sensor. I'm like, okay, that's weird. So I look when I get home, like when the car's in my possession, and there's just no mass airflow sensor plugged in. I'm like, what the fuck? So like my dad and I are working on it. We're taking the intake off, and he just like finds the mass airflow sensor under the airbox, and we're like, what the fuck? So like, yeah, just whoever worked on it last, just be more aware. Like, it doesn't take that long to plug in a mass airflow sensor. And yeah, like as soon as I plugged it in and I reset the code, like I had daily driven it for like 2 weeks after that, and it was perfectly fine. So yeah, no issues there. All right, so back to the detailing. I'm gonna use this. Just spray a little bit on there. Oh shit. And then just kind of fuck. So yeah, I'm just gonna put it. Fuck. Maybe this will work. Please don't fall. Okay. So yeah, just gonna And yeah, you can kind of see, like, if you look at the quality now, it's like shiny and shit. So yeah, this is a good product. Highly recommend. So yeah, I just put back in the lower piece there that I was just aerospacing, and now I'm just gonna keep putting it on. Just gotta put the filter in, and then the rest of the housing, plug in the mass airflow sensor, and then there's one more little bit here. Alright, so it's on. I just need to, seems like I've lost a couple of things, so I need to find those. But, yeah, it's good thing I'm not driving it daily, because I don't want that falling off. So, while I'm waiting for my lad to get here, I'm just gonna... There's a couple of things I missed yesterday with the Subaru, so I'll get into that. So, I put my stock exhaust back on, if you can see that. The reason for that being was there was a lot of issues regarding like the O2 sensors and whatnot. Like, I tried a lot of stuff to try and fix it, but it wasn't really working. So I was like, okay, you know what, screw this. I'm not spending any more money because I put a lot of money into the exhaust. So yeah, I just put my stock exhaust back on. I might do some changes in the future, but I'm not putting on aftermarket headers because that's just going to be way too expensive, and you're not going to see that much gain. Like, I mean, maybe if I just got an inheritance or something, but no. This is just my daily. I've done probably all I'm going to do, at least at this point. But an unfortunate thing that has happened is somebody did a hit and run on my car. So somebody hit the fender, and the bumper's a little bit broken too, so it's not really super on there, super secure, and one of the clips fell off. Hopefully I can just bend that out again, but I mean, it's a bit of a bummer. So yeah, that's pretty much all for the Subaru. I'll keep you updated.